the neighborhood. What was remarkable about that? What was remarkable about that is not only did these Christians build a huge sign walking on the Memphis Islamic Center, not only they did that, but they knew the Muslims had no place to pray, so they opened up their church, and the Muslims prayed Salat al-Tarawih in the Christian church. So there are two kinds of Americans. There are some Americans that are very, very wonderful, and then there are some Americans that are not so good. But let me go back to the other story. Yeah, there's some bad Americans. They would try to put them out, Muslims out, try to keep the Muslims out. Alhamdulillah, these Muslims got together, we had 6 lawyers. And all of them did pro bono work. They did it for free. They challenged this city council court. And alhamdulillah, we won. And I went there a couple of weeks ago, had a fundraiser, raised over $200,000 to build the masjid in that area. So the wonderful thing about it, that even though we had opposition, in the end, we have laws in this country that can challenge something that's unjust. Let me tell you something about the civil rights movement. I don't like being told that I can't go somewhere because of the color of my skin. I don't like being told that I can't move in an area because I'm black. I don't like being told that I can't go to a school because I'm black. I don't like being told that we can't work at a job because we're black. But when that happened, we had Muslims that fought against it. Or we had African Americans that fought against it. And as a result of that, things changed in America. Do you know what the major change of the civil rights movement was? Some people would say Rosa Parks. That's when it changed. I would argue no. Some would say Martin Luther King Jr. No. Some would say Malcolm X. No. But you know what changed the direction of the civil rights movement in America? Believe it or not, it was in 1963 in Birmingham, Alabama. There was a commissioner of safety named Bull Connor. Bull Connor had been part of the KKK, and he hated black people. So these black people had a peaceful demonstration, including women and children. You know what Bill Connor did? He turned the water hose on them and put sick dogs to attack them. And you know what happened? The media was there and it showed around the country and around the world. And that changed the attitude of the people because they saw with their own eyes. So what Bull Connor did backfired. And we're here to let you know, anytime you go against Allah, go against truth, go against justice, it's going to backfire. Every knock shall be a boost. Now, brothers and sisters, I'm going to take a leap of faith. Something that I expect from you. You want to change the condition of Muslims? What model will we use? What model will we use to change the condition of this country? America is not an Islamic state. It is a country ruled by the Constitution of the United States. And let me read for you one phrase in the very beginning of the preamble of the Constitution of the United States of America. I want you to listen carefully. We, the people of the United States, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, stop. In order to form a more perfect union. You know what the founding fathers were saying? They were saying that the union is not perfect. And since the making of the Constitution of the United States of America, there have been 27 amendments. 27 amendments to the Constitution of the United States because it's not perfect. And you know what the 13th Amendment was? Do You know the 13th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America? Do you know what it is? The abolition of slavery. Go back for a moment. I want you to go back during slavery. My ancestors, my forefathers. If you read a book called Servants of Allah, Africans enslaved in the Americans, by Sylviane Diop, she talked about the slaves, the black slaves in America. And she said how they were beaten. You know the life expectancy, the average life expectancy in America is something like 79 years after birth. The average life expectancy of a slave was something like 20 years after birth. Half of the children born in the first year died. They were beaten. Malcolm said that they worked from can't see in the morning to can't see at night. They were whipped. Many of them, they died. And you know the remarkable thing? That in spite of all of that oppression, it's documented evidence that the slaves still fasted in the month of Ramadan. The Muslim slaves still fasted during the month of Ramadan. Unbelievable. A people of tremendous faith. Now this is my message to you. Sheikh Muzair, you know what a Uncle Tom is? You know Uncle Tom? I know you don't know what Uncle Tom is. Uncle Tom is not a good name. An Uncle Tom is a black person who loved the slave master so much that they do everything for the slave master, even at the disadvantage of their own people. We're not calling you to be Uncle Thomas. We're calling you to be servants of Allah. What do you mean servants of Allah? Think about this. I want to call your attention to a great American. His name is Henry David Thoreau. Great American. He wrote an essay that was so powerful that it influenced Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi. And the name of that essay was Civil Disobedience. You should read it. Civil Disobedience.